Good morning, everybody. This is Diggs. It's another beautiful day out here in the Pacific Northwest, and do we have an exciting grinding week for you? We're going to be talking about everything you should be grinding. We're going to be talking about the banners that have come out. We're going to talk about the shop a little bit. We're going to go into all of the nitty-gritty details. So let's go ahead and dig in. All right, everybody. So we got a lot of farming going on this week, and the reason being is the far plane currently does have triple drops, and the triple drops is not going to be on these events. This is going to be triple EXP and JP. On the day training drops, so EXP chamber, guild chamber, ore chamber, as well as every single trust chamber every single day. So some things to note with this. You have until tomorrow to finish all of the trust stone conversions if you want to hit your monthly trust stone cap. So thankfully this came out and you're going to have 2 days to farm the trust stones. What I'm of course talking about is going to be the item exchange shop, where you can go to the trust stone shards and you can exchange here for up to 50 per month. So that's one thing you're going to want to do. And you're probably going to want to grind out a lot of these and get it done. Now, once you're finished with that, you're definitely going to want to plan out Saturday and Sunday for gill farming. That's going to be a pretty big deal in terms of the grand scheme of things. And I would imagine most of you already usually work that in. You're definitely going to want to work that in some more. We did get a buff to the Omen VC, which is 20 magic, 5 agility. So keep that in mind. It is a pretty powerful buff for Terra. We also got a guaranteed 2K paid Viz banner for Omen, which was really surprising and unexpected, I think. We did get the guaranteed 10K. I was not expecting to get the guaranteed 2K. We have a host of other banners that are really good right now, specifically like the 10 UR banners with retries on them, 10 UR VC banners with retries on them. There are versions of these with 5 URs and 5 VCs for free Viz. There's also going to be the potential for all of this going on. There's going to be paid Viz, free Viz, so lots going on. Chaos Odin is pitiable. He has an interesting banner going on. Tay is telling me not to forget about secondary masteries, so I can't remember which units are actually getting their secondary masteries this week. I feel like usually they give us the whole list, and I think Tay is wrong. Are you just reminding us about... Okay, here it is. It's at the bottom here. You're right. So it's Sir O, Medina, Baelo, and Zazan. So do not forget about these. These are really easy to forget about. Literally, I forgot that they were coming out, and they don't get bumped to the top of the list for new weekly news. So make sure you go and do these secondary masteries because it is very easy to forget. And I guarantee you a lot of you guys have forgotten it already because I did. But hopping into the shop, let's take a look at what's going on in here. We have a bunch of other campaigns going on this week that are pretty superficial. So like I think it's guild tokens and friend tokens going on still, or arena tokens and class match tokens. It's something like that. The version of BlueStacks from the update also seems pretty unstable right now. So just keep that in mind. No update in the special shop. We do have, of course, the Omen VC in here. We have the second anniversary shop part 2. Important here is going to be the daily NRG large for 60 paid is going to be really good. There is a daily blossom for 300 paid. There's also 300 paid for 20 NRG and a bunch of skip tickets, which is okay. So overall, some pretty good stuff in here. What you want to watch out for is you want to watch out for this second anniversary shop in here. Lots of MR enhancement materials. Speaking of MR enhancement materials, the select quest challenge missions that give you the 500 select shards or whatever it was, that has been updated and fixed as well. You can grab affinity and resonance keys though in here, and Azure Broadstones for Gil and for free. So make sure you jump in and do that. What's probably most important right now though, and important for you to know, is that the second anniversary Deluxe shop is still going on, and there is the 300 paid select trust stone times 20. Definitely get this. There is a new shop bundle that is 2K paid that gives 20 UR trust stone shards and like 8 times 20 yellow trust stone shards. Do not buy that. Only buy the times 20 if you want to kind of stay up to date. This is going to be kind of the going price I would recommend purchasing these at. And even then, like even now, just looking at the current state of my trust runes and the trust items that I have, it might not even be worth it right now anymore to pull for these, because the bottleneck now is actually shifting for me from the actual stone materials to actually the dismantling cap. So something to keep in mind there, depending on where you're at as a player, could make a difference for you on whether or not you want to purchase that. In the Mog shop, some things, we of course have the Chaos Odin Pity. We have the Omen medals in here. You do get a free summon to try for Omen, but I think most people are going to be doing the 2K paid. There is a 5-step 10-time guaranteed ticket, or a 5-step 10K guaranteed for Omen as well for free viz. But again, I'm not quite chasing that just yet. Of course, we still have the Final Fantasy VI event and the raid event. You're going to want to make sure you grab these down here, which are the ×5 UR. I also like to grab these MR, the yellow ones over here. The reason why is you can convert these yellow ones into the red ones at a pretty good enhanced rate right now. And it'll save you some farming from the trust rune room for farming. And it'll save you some time. So something to consider here if you are looking at these yellow stones. They are pretty much worth it, I would say. Same with the Final Fantasy XIV raid issue remedal. You can see I bought both of them out already. I think that's pretty much everything I have to say for this week. I think we are going to be doing a lot of farming this week. I think most of your week is probably going to focus, because there's no Trials of Reckoning, right? So this week I would expect you to be finishing up maybe main story, potentially finishing up Lucio's chapter 4 so you can get his limit break. We also do have the new select quest missions for Earth. I've heard that Earth Select Quest 11 is pretty difficult, but I'm very excited to get Moraga's helmet. If you guys aren't familiar with Moraga's helmet, a variety of units can equip it, and it gives slash resistance 10%, but it gives defense 20, HP 500, and some other stat. But the stats for Moraga itself give Earth Attack 15, an additional 15 defense, so it gives a total of 35 defense to Moraga, and it gives him some hate on top of that. It's just going to be really good. It's going to be really good for Moraga. It's going to be just great overall. So that's what I'll be looking at. And probably next week, I agree with Ace in chat. I think, well, actually, I don't. I don't think next week is the GL exclusive. I think next week is going to be I think it's going to be Velis next week, and then I think it'll be the GL exclusive after that. Because if you look at the weeks as it lines up, right? Next week is going to be the week of the 5th. The following week would be the week of the 20th, which also happens to fall on Easter weekend. So if Esther is going to be the GL exclusive, which a lot of people are thinking, and they think that Esther will be released around Easter, it would make sense to release Esther on the week of the 12th. So next week would be the week of the 5th, which would make sense for Velis. And then potentially the GL exclusive after that is kind of what I would see happening. But it's absolutely possible that they could release a GL exclusive coinciding with Velis. So lots to think about there. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you guys all enjoy the rest of your week. I'll be streaming a lot. I've been streaming a lot of Elden Ring, or I streamed Elden Ring yesterday. I'm planning on streaming Elden Ring today and tomorrow as well. I've been really enjoying it, and I'm trying to get back into it. So thank you so much, everybody, and have a great rest of your day. Oh shit, I hit the wrong button again. Literally, I just did this when I did my poll video. Literally, I just did this. Oh, okay, I hit the wrong button twice.